Have you ever walked into a room and felt those piercing eyes on you? You know the ones I'm talking about. They belong to that confident, independent woman who seems to read people like open books. Yeah, we're talking about Sigma females, those mysterious lone wolves of the female world. But what exactly catches their attention? What makes them raise an eyebrow or lean in with interest? Today, we're diving deep into the mind of Sigma females and uncovering the subtle and not so subtle things they notice about you right off the bat. Trust me, these women don't miss a thing, and what they pick up might surprise you. 1. Your energy management and personal space. Ever notice how some people just command attention without saying a word? Sigma females pick up on this instantly. They're watching how you carry yourself in a crowd. Do you mindlessly follow the herd? Or do you chart your own course? These independent women can spot the difference between someone who's genuinely comfortable in their own space versus someone who's just putting on a show. They're particularly attuned to how you handle your personal boundaries. Are you the type who needs to be the center of attention, constantly pulling others into your orbit? Or do you maintain a calm, self-contained presence? Sigma females appreciate those who can exist confidently in their own space without desperately seeking validation from others. 2. Your relationship with technology. In today's digital age, Sigma females are remarkably observant of how you interact with your devices. They're not impressed by someone who can't go 5 minutes without checking their phone or constantly interrupts conversations to respond to notifications. Instead, they notice and appreciate those who maintain a healthy balance. People who can use technology as a tool without becoming its slave. They're looking for signs that you can be present in the moment. Can you engage in a meaningful conversation without the constant urge to document it for social media? Do you actually listen when someone speaks, or are you just waiting for your turn to talk while scrolling through your feed? These details speak volumes about your self-control and authentic presence. 3. The subtle art of your conversation style. Here's where things get interesting. Sigma females have an almost uncanny ability to detect authenticity in conversation. They're not just listening to your words, they're analyzing your entire communication pattern. Do you speak to add value, or do you talk just to fill the silence? They notice if you're genuinely engaging with ideas or just waiting to drop your next pre-planned anecdote. They're particularly attuned to how you handle disagreements. Can you maintain your composure and articulate your thoughts clearly when challenged? Or do you become defensive and resort to emotional manipulation? Sigma females value those who can engage in intellectual discourse without turning it into a battle of egos. 4. Your treatment of service workers. This one's huge, folks. Sigma females are like hawks when it comes to observing how you treat people in service positions. They notice everything, from your tone when ordering coffee to your patience when dealing with a mix-up at a restaurant. Do you treat service workers with respect and dignity, or do you see them as beneath you? They're looking for signs of genuine kindness versus performative politeness. Are you nice to waitstaff only when others are watching? Do you leave a mess at your table because it's their job to clean it up? These behaviors are major red flags for Sigma females, who value authentic respect for all individuals, regardless of their social status. 5. Your relationship with time. Time management isn't just about being punctual, though that matters too. Sigma females notice how you value both your time and others. Are you constantly running late and making excuses? Do you respect agreed-upon schedules, or do you casually waste other people's time without a second thought? But it goes deeper than just showing up on time. They observe how you spend your free time, what you prioritize, and whether you can maintain a healthy work-life balance. Are you always busy, but never productive? Or do you make meaningful use of your time while still allowing space for rest and personal growth? 6. Your response to pressure and unexpected situations. Life has a funny way of throwing curveballs, and Sigma females pay close attention to how you handle them. They notice your reaction when plans fall through, when technology fails, or when things don't go your way. Do you maintain your composure, or do you crumble at the first sign of adversity? They're particularly interested in your problem-solving approach. Can you think on your feet and adapt to changing circumstances? Or do you freeze up and look to others for solutions? Your ability to handle unexpected challenges reveals your emotional maturity and resilience, qualities that Sigma females highly value. 7. The way you handle your finances. Now, this isn't about how much money you have, it's about your relationship with money. Sigma females notice the small tells that indicate financial responsibility, or lack thereof. Do you constantly complain about being broke while showing off the latest designer purchases? Are you secure enough to split a bill fairly, or do you always conveniently forget your wallet? They observe whether you understand the value of money and if you can manage it wisely. It's not about being wealthy, it's about being responsible and having a healthy approach to finances. They notice if you're living within your means or constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses. 8. Your level of self-sufficiency. Independence is a core trait of Sigma females, so naturally, they notice this quality, or its absence, in others. They're watching to see if you can handle basic life tasks without constantly needing help or validation. Can you cook a meal for yourself? Keep your living space clean? Handle basic repairs? But it's not just about practical skills. They're also observing your emotional self-sufficiency. Can you self-soothe when things get tough? Or do you need constant external validation? Are you comfortable spending time alone? Or do you always need to be surrounded by others? 9. The quality of your close relationships. While Sigma females value independence, they also understand the importance of meaningful connections. They pay attention to how you maintain your close relationships with family, friends, and previous partners. Do you have long-term friendships, or do you constantly cycle through new social circles? They notice how you speak about your ex-partners, your family members, and your close friends. Do you maintain respectful boundaries? Can you disagree with loved ones without burning bridges? These patterns reveal a lot about your emotional intelligence and capacity for meaningful relationships. 10. Your authenticity and self-awareness. Perhaps most importantly, Sigma females have a finely tuned radar for authenticity. They can spot fake behavior from a mile away, whether it's forced laughter, manufactured interests, or attempts to be someone you're not. They notice if your actions align with your words, and if you're genuinely comfortable in your own skin. They observe your level of self-awareness. Can you acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them? Do you understand your own strengths and weaknesses? Are you constantly trying to prove yourself, or are you secure enough to just be who you are? 11. Your growth mindset and learning attitude. Bonus point: Sigma females are particularly drawn to people who show a genuine interest in personal growth. They notice if you're curious about new ideas, open to learning from others, and willing to challenge your own beliefs. Do you react defensively when your views are questioned, or can you engage in constructive dialogue? They pay attention to whether you're actively working on self-improvement or just coasting through life. Are you reading, learning, and evolving? Or are you stuck in the same patterns, refusing to grow? Conclusion. The truth is, Sigma females aren't just looking for surface-level qualities. They're observing the deeper patterns that reveal who you truly are. These independent, analytical women value authenticity, self-sufficiency, and genuine character above all else. They're not impressed by shows of wealth, status, or superficial charm. They're looking for real substance. Remember, you can't fake it with a Sigma female. They've developed these keen observation skills through years of independent thinking and personal growth. The best way to make a positive impression? Simple. Be genuinely yourself, work on your personal growth, and maintain your integrity, because at the end of the day, that's what truly catches a Sigma female's attention. Whether you're looking to understand Sigma females better or hoping to catch their eye, remember that these observations aren't about judgment. They're about understanding character and compatibility. After all, in a world full of surface-level connections, Sigma females are looking for something real, something authentic, something that goes beyond the ordinary.